Hi, my name is Rachel Stolp. I'm an Arbonne independent consultant, and I have been for 3 years. I'm going to start with my autoimmune and how I figured that out and my journey here. It was a little bit of a long one. When I was 14, I was really ill. I was sleeping, 16 hours a day. Everyone was telling me I have asthma and childhood arthritis. My knees were blown up 3 times the size, my knees and ankles. Everyone's going, oh, you're just fat, and I'm on the track team, so I just run it off, right? Couldn't breathe, my lungs were collapsing. I had a really funny habit that everyone was telling me was the cause. I would hold my breath because I couldn't breathe. Well, that actually was a good thing, turns out, because my autoimmune, which ended up being an undiagnosable disorder, has lupus-like symptoms, arthritis and asthma-like symptoms, and basically shuts down my lung function so it cannot absorb oxygen from the blood. So when I'm holding my breath, it's actually keeping the oxygen in longer to give my lungs a chance to accept it. Several years went by between the ages of 14 and 17, and I got a terminal diagnosis. Basically was told at 17, we don't know what's wrong with you, write a will, you're not going to make it to age 20. Good luck. I've had been to every doctor. My mom actually, she said, that's not happening. We're going to find something else. And I think through a work friend, she actually found Dr. Susan Starler. She's now a good friend of mine and has been my doctor for many years. She's wonderful. She's a chiropractor and nutritionist who works in Malibu and Santa Monica. And I ended up having a number of problems along with the autoimmune. It made me susceptible to mold poisonings and heavy metal poisoning. So not only I was eating incorrect foods that was shutting down my lungs, it was also making my immune system weak and open to black mold, which also affected my lungs. Heavy metal poisoning, which just affects everything, especially your brains. My phospholipid antibodies in my brain, which control your hormones, they were at less than 50%, which, if anyone's familiar with that, is way, way into stroke range. And I actually came to see Susan and we got my blood results back, and she goes, oh my God, I don't know how you're still alive. Okay, we're putting you on a nutritional regimen right now. And I go, oh, I don't want to do this. This looks awful. It was, no gluten, which is anything bread, anything cross-reactive. So rice, oats, tapioca, any type of carbs, corn, beans, coffee, caffeine, sugar, pretty much anything except like skinless chicken and like some vegetables like lettuce, because other vegetables like kale and stuff are reactive to some people. Took out all nightshades. So I'm going, I don't want to eat this. I'm going to be eating like sticks and twigs. I don't want to do this. And she goes, honey, you're going to die if you don't do this. You need to do this. I said, okay. And it took about 2 months, and I was really strict with this diet. And I remember, because now I've graduated into college. It was my first year of college, and the library had these huge stairs to get up into them. And at this point, I haven't been able to walk up 2 to 3 stairs into my house without sitting down because I just can't breathe. And then my legs are swollen, my lungs don't work. I'm looking at these going, I can do this. I feel good. And I walked up all these stairs into the library going, oh my God. I can breathe and I can walk around. I'm a little bit winded, but I feel perfectly fine. Give it another month. Now we're 3 months in, which is the amount of time she said before you're going to need to change it up and you can start adding things back in. 3 months in, and the swelling in my knees is gone. I could actually see my knee bones, my ankles. I had lost like 20 pounds already. By the end of 6 months, it was 60 pounds down. All of the inflammation is gone. And now I started adding foods back in so that I could figure out what the actual allergen was. Turns out it's a few things. I happen to be particularly allergic to corn, rice, and tapioca. And so those items are, really reactive to me, but I got rid of my lupus symptoms, my asthma symptoms, and arthritis symptoms, all with nutrition. And so after finding out what's wrong, number of blood tests, I've been managing it that way for a while. It was a little bit difficult for me just to try and, live day to day very strictly like that. And so when Dr. Starler introduced me to Arbonne, it actually fell really easily right into my normal routine. Basically, it's a lifestyle. 2 shakes a day, meal replacement shakes that have a full amino acid complex. So you are getting the amount of carbs and vitamins and nutrition you need, and then one good healthy meal with, healthy carbs, not simple carbohydrates usually, some vegetables, and a lean protein. That's generally what I've been doing, and Arbonne just does that. Unfortunately for me, they're still a little bit reactive personally, but I know a lot of people that I've actually introduced it to that have had some really good success with weight loss, with cleaning up their skin, acne, hormone problems, blood sugar problems, that a lot of people even got off their cholesterol medication that I know. Some people I know with Hashimoto's and thyroiditis, they're using it successfully. Just integrate it, adjust it for each person, and you live this lifestyle to be healthy and to share it with other people. So I can't do it, but I know lots of people who can, and I think you should. I really like to use the nutrition, the skincare alongside of the nutrition, because I only do little pieces of it. Like I like the detox tea and the cleanse, actually. The body cleanse was really helpful for me. Can just clean out a little bit, tone it up a little bit, lose a little weight. That's what I used it for. So my skincare, Arbonne just came out with a millennial lines prep work, and I actually really love it. It has a scrub just to get rid of scars or dead skin scales, and just makes your skin glow. I really like that one. I have a couple of little scars that I want to get rid of. There's also, it's sort of like a sunscreen, but it's called the Soft Veil Focus, and it's like a very fine cover, mineral cover up, but with a little sunscreen. So I use that, and the mascara, the eyeliner, the lipstick. It's all fantastic, and the lotions are great. I love them. So I use the skincare, the body products. The body products actually were really great because a lot of body washes and shampoos, I don't know if you are all familiar at all, but for some reason from the commercial grocery store, tend to have rice starch in them, and hydrolyzed starches. They all seem to be derived from rice or corn. I had no idea that I should be looking in body wash and shampoo for my hair for rice. So I actually had several times where I ended up at urgent care with just full body systemic hives on my face, on my body. It was just so bad. And never want to get epinephrine shots and steroid shots, but once in a while I needed it. So the Arbonne skincare is really good because it's very gentle. It's pretty clean. I haven't had any reactions to any of the skincare that I've tried. And I know a lot of people who love it. They've thrown out their other stuff. My dad actually, he loves the shaving balm because he's always had really sensitive skin, and he didn't like to shave because his beard was pretty thick. The hairs are just coarse, and he would always get these rashes and ingrown hairs. And with the men's Arbonne line, he loves it. He uses it once a week. Now he used to just grow his beard out because he didn't want to shave it. Now he shaves it once a week and loves it. Skincare is great. So that's how I ended up being with Arbonne. Found it through a friend, and I'm still doing it because I would like to share it with other people who maybe haven't had the amount of medical problems that I have, but I know there are a lot of people who have struggled with that. So I just want to get the information out there about the lifestyle, that there are cleaner alternative choices that you can make that are small adjustments in your life that can significantly improve your health, like they did mine. So I use Arbonne alongside my daily routine, and I have adjusted it, for my personality and my needs, and I love it. Not to mention you can make a paycheck with it. That is a bonus, especially when you're 25 and trying to make your rent. So